Hello, everybody. This is John. Welcome to John's Talk Show. I am your host, Jon Scholz. So, the reason why I am recording today in terms of this channel, which is, by the way, a very old channel, I thought I'd do something different, on my own time because sometimes you just have somebody that just wants to vent about things. I mean, you never know. I mostly don't really know why I'm doing this, but I thought I'd live up to the courage to try something different. So, I guess I can just go ahead and start. So this episode is called Drugs. We all know about these things. Drugs. I mean, yes, they do come in very different forms here. So, I'm going to be talking about, the drugs, in terms of what I believe is, I think is appropriate, and I think is a very fair approach into the terms of drugs in general. So I'm not saying that I want to stop taking drugs. Obviously, drugs also mean medical drugs. And this is where I'm basically just saying that that's where I have a firm... I don't have a problem with taking medical drugs. Obviously, they have a purpose, and they're meant for a good reason. But the reason why I'm saying don't take drugs is because I mean things like as though caffeine. And I know so many people are probably going to be saying, oh, caffeine's not a drug. Actually, it is. And you just don't realize it because you don't know what it really does to your body. Makes you more awake, makes your heart pump more faster, and technically speaking, makes you awake a lot quicker. But it also causes a crash by the end of it when its effects start to basically doze off. So, I'm not going to talk about, the fact of drugs and, like, all of the drugs. I'm just going to be saying drugs that are something we take for something that isn't really needed. We don't really need caffeine, for instance. Like, we all think that we need it, but in reality, we don't. We don't need caffeine. It's something that we take because either because the taste is really delicious and we just gotten so addicted to it, or it's because we believe that it is literally the very use to keep us awake. When in reality, well, to be honest, you only think that because you're so used to it. Hear me out. So, essentially, I've drinking... Bleh. I don't drink coffee. Now, sure, coffee is something that a lot of people drink. But, in all honesty, I just never really got fond of it. Sure, I've drinking coffee time to time, but it's just not really something I'm willing to drink. It's just not really my favorite. But, Dr. Pepper... Now that's what we're talking about. I grew up on Dr. Pepper my entire life, and I gotta say, it's one of my most favorite drinks. I drink it a lot. But here's the thing. I've been drinking it for, at this point, I wouldn't say 20 years. I would probably say like 15, maybe. I don't really know when I first started drinking Dr. Pepper. I just know that it was when I was very, very young. And I drank it, and it was delicious. But the point is that caffeine can affect you to a point where you need it to wake up. And it also causes you to struggle with sleeping. Well, not really sleeping in general. Like, I actually struggle with sleeping because I actually don't really know what's causing me to struggle with sleep. I've been struggling with it for the past for years now. But the point is that whenever I wake up, I don't instantly think that I need to get caffeine, but I know that if I used to drink caffeine a lot, it would be on my mind every single time when I wake up. Because I realize caffeine is used to wake me up. But I'm realizing that now that I'm in my 20s and I've gained some weight, not a lot of weight, just a bit, I'm probably above 200 pounds at this point. Or I might have lost some since I started my job, because it is a very fucking moving job, but you have to walk around and move around a lot. So it's possible I have actually lost pounds, but there's also a possibility that I've gained pounds. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I don't weigh myself, but all I can really say is it's possible. But here's the thing, though. I've learned that at the age of 25 is when your body starts to go from increasing in age in terms of, growing more healthy and growing more established, to changing into a complete, decaying body. Your body starts to decay around the age of 25 is basically when apparently your body starts to change in the way how it reacts. Body starts to break down, basically. Very slowly, but definitely is when. I don't know where I learned that, but I just know that at age 25 is where your body starts to kind of shift. So that's got me thinking. Well, that's 5 years from now. I guess that means that I'm going to have to start changing the way how I live. That includes removing my body weight and changing the way how and what kind of shit I drink and eat. Now, I don't know about eating, becoming a vegan. Fuck that shit. I'm going to be giving up on a lot of really delicious foods, and that's not really something I want. No. Instead, what I actually want to do when I do turn 25, or when I get close to that age, is I want to start eating less and becoming more active. Lose tons of pounds. I want to lose all this weight because it's been getting me really annoyed. I want to go back to when I was skinny, when I was a lot younger. That makes me feel really nice. But let's just say that, when you've gained pounds and you start to lose start to feel like as though that your body just doesn't feel the same, it can kind of make you feel as though that you want to change yourself. And I already knew that body weight was bad, and I knew it. I knew weight was bad, especially gaining weight and eating shit 24/7. But in full truth, that's just what happens when you're addicted to food like that. It's just delicious and you can't get enough of it. Well, I've got to say, I've had enough of it. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but let me just say, that's something that I'm willing to change and becoming better. Now, I know this is kind of going off topic from drugs, but this is where I want to talk about caffeine and antidepressants. Now, I've never taken antidepressants. I'm actually going to be keeping away from it from all possible. But essentially what I'm just trying to say is anything that's kind of similar to caffeine, something that you don't really need. And I feel like antidepressants is one of them, unless it's like a really severe case of depression that can lead to suicide. Then I think you definitely need it. But anyway, and I'm not really saying that's actually medical. I don't know what the science says about that. I'm just getting my guess. But anyway, the point is I don't want to take caffeine anymore. And I've actually been living up to water. Water has been amazing for me since I started to drink a little bit more of it. Now, drinking water is let me just say, I drink from as little as just a few couple cups a day to as much as possibly 14 cups, which, by the way, from what I can assume is 16 ounces of water, which is apparently a lot of fucking water per day. Yeah. Now, I don't do that every single day. There are days that I'm just feeling fucking shit. But I don't drink Gatorade, though, because reasons. My dad did tell me about Gatorade, and I've always had a very bad look on Gatorade. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I tried one look at it, and I was just like, ugh, this is disgusting. But then I realized, wait a minute, Gatorade has different flavors. And the flavor that I was trying was blueberry. I think it was blueberry. I don't know what it was. And I didn't like blueberry. I thought it was disgusting. I only took one sip of it, and I was like, ugh, what the fuck is this? Of course, the good news is that Gatorade doesn't have fucking caffeine, so yay! But here's the thing, though. I am going to be using this channel for different things, including trying new stuff, including the fact of Gatorade itself. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I'm probably going to be doing it sometime this month. I'm going to be basically buying a bunch of different flavors of Gatorade, and I'm going to be trying them at home. Even though that's probably not really a healthy thing, but you know what? Just to see like what I like. And I might as well just try them all in one day. I will be taking several sips of water though in between different drinks, just so that the flavors don't mix. I can just kind of wash it down. But you know what? Whatever. But it's just, I think it would be like a fun video to kind of just rate in, get to taste different flavors, and just see like which one I like, just in case if I ever need to buy Gatorade for any kind of reason, or like for anything. And I'm obviously not going to be buying too large of Gatorades. I'm probably going to be buying some very small ones if I could find any, just so that I don't buy like huge amounts that I'm not going to drink. And there's a good chance that I'm not ever going to drink Gatorade again, because I'm just not a fan of it. I mean, I don't know that for sure. I mean, I only know that I just don't like blueberry. But let's just say that if it does come to that point, there's a likely chance I'm only going to be drinking it for some very, very special occasions where I am literally so fucking dehydrated that I feel like shit. But anyway, so I know that Gatorade's not a drug, but I don't even know if it is. I don't think it is. I think it's just, I mean, I don't know. But soda is something I'm going to be dropping out of. And, I mean, I do have something I want to say, because it is literally about antidepressants. And the fact that someone tried to get me into it. Yeah, that's not really a great look to be teaching to anyone. Even if it is a good drug, it's still not something that you should just be saying out loud to tell anybody. Like, oh, you should be taking a drug. Yeah, no, I'm good, man. I already take too much caffeine a day. Of course, I might eventually stop taking caffeine, which is great. I'm going to be drinking water from now on, because it tastes, the texture, the taste, and the overall just how nice it goes down your throat. And a lot of times it really does feel like it's cleansing not just your thirst, but it's also cleansing like issues down your throat, like right now. Yeah, I'm actually not really feeling great right now. I'm actually kind of sick. I woke up with a kind of a cough and the sniffles, so I'm probably having a cold or insomnia. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's because the damn fan was blowing it towards me and with my mouth open. Sorry, that was not right for me to say. Basically, the point is, I know a lot of people probably take caffeine and drink it, and I know I feel every single one of you. And honestly, I'm not going to say anything about how you guys should stop, because it's up to you. If you want to start drinking caffeine, then stop. If you don't, then don't. Actually, did I say that right? I can't tell. I forgot how I said that. Did I say if you don't want to drink it? I don't know. I'm sorry. I am just exhausted from work. But I guess the point is that I'm going to be stopping to drink caffeine from now on. I just feel like it would be a better look on me. And I just think that if I stopped drinking caffeine, I would probably feel a lot better. And, that might actually not be a bad thing. Stop drinking drugs, taking drugs as much would be great. And I think that would be better for my body overall. I don't know when I'm going to be stop doing it. I'm just doing it for the meantime, just, enjoying it while it lasts, before I eventually feel like as if it's time for me to give up on the whole thing. And obviously that would probably be a time when I actually do have time for myself to basically take care of my body. I'm not going to become a vegan or anything like that. I think I'm going to stick to my regular food diets. It's just, I think it would be great just to kind of give up on drinking caffeine as much and sticking to something that is meant and more natural for your body. Water, doing exercise, and just not drinking and eating as much, and just kind of living life to the fullest, I guess. But anyway, that's the episode for today. Today was drugs. If you guys want to find me from anywhere else, you guys can find me on Jon's Craft, or you can also support me on my newest project, Hoof and Heart Entertainment, or in other words, K Studio Films. I will link them both in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Listening. And of course, I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode.